Welcome back to this Pokemon Platinum walkthrough. In the last part we defeated Gym Leader Rourke and got our first gym badge, and in this part we will go back to Jubilife City and then travel to the north towards Floaroma Town. Now that we can use Rock Smash outside of battle, we are able to explore the basement floor of the Oreburgh Gate. Down here you can catch Golbat, the evolved form of Zubat. Golbat will evolve into Crobat when leveled up with High Friendship. By smashing these rocks you can pick up TM70 Flash. In battle, Flash will lower the opponent's accuracy, and outside of battle it can be used to light up dark caves. For the moment we can only explore a bit of the basement floor. Later, when we have the bicycle and HMO3 Surf, we can explore further. When you get back to Jubilife City, you should head north, where you will meet Professor Rowan and Dawn along with two suspicious characters. They are grunts from Team Galactic, the Sinnoh region's criminal group. Dawn will eventually join you in a tag battle against the two grunts. After the grunts have been defeated, a man will give you a fashion case. This case will contain props and accessories that you will find on your journey. They have no important function, but they can be used to dress up your Pokemon during a super contest. Now you can also enter the Jubilife TV building, and in the reception you will find the Pokemon Lottery corner. In Generation 4, Rosalia received 2 new evolutionary stages, and Pichu is the first stage in the family. It's a dual grass poison type Pokemon, and it evolves into Rosalia with high friendship during the day. Even though Pichu is a baby Pokemon, it has good enough stats to be able to fight on its own. Wurmple is a bug type Pokemon, and like several other bug type Pokemon, it evolves early. Its second evolution, either Cascoon or Silcoon, is determined by Wurmple's personality value, which is a random hidden number. So if you're looking to get a Beautifly or a Dustox, you have to evolve Wurmple first to see what you will get. Route 204 is divided into 2 parts by the Ravaged Path. You will need Rock Smash in order to get through this place, and Surf is needed to explore the entire cave. Near the lake you can pick up TM39 Rock Tomb. This is a nice TM to have if your Rock type Pokemon only knows Rock Throw at the moment. My Starly has reached level 14 and it will now evolve into Staravia. Its ability Keen Eye is replaced with Intimidate after evolving. On the northern edge of the route you can pick up TM09 Bullet Seed. This is a multi-strike physical grass type move. It's a weak move, so it's only useful during the early stage of the game. This is Floaroma Town. To the east you will find Route 205 and the Valley Windworks. To the north lies Floaroma Meadow. There's a flower shop in the town with 2 berry trees on each side of the entrance. You will find plenty of these berry trees throughout Sinnoh, and I recommend that you pick the berries from each one. Inside the shop you will be given the Sprayduck watering can. You can plant the berries you have collected and grow more of them. Use the Sprayduck to water the berry trees you have planted. This girl will give you TM88 Pluck. In addition to doing damage, this will steal and consume any berry that the target may be holding. A girl on Route 205 will ask you to help bring back her father, who is trapped in the Valley Windworks. Four new Pokémon can be found in this place. Pachirisu is an electric type Pokémon. Its offensive stats are rather weak, so it's wise to teach it a few status moves to support it in battle. It's not as if Pachirisu is a useless Pokémon. Its move pool is full of good electric type attacks, but in the end it is outclassed by several of Sinnoh's other electric type Pokémon. Weasel is a pure water type Pokémon. It can learn many good water type moves including Surf and Aqua Jet, and it has a good special attack to power its moves with. Like many other water type Pokémon, Weasel also has access to a few good ice type moves. Another water type you can find in the Valley Windworks is Shellos. This Pokémon will have a different appearance depending on which half of the Sinnoh region you caught it in. A Shellos caught in the west is pink, while a Shellos caught in the east is blue. Shellos evolves into Gastrodon at level 30 and acquires the ground type as its secondary typing. Shellos is mainly a special attacker, which is reflected in its move pool, consisting of just a few physical attacks. On Fridays you can catch a single Drifloon in the Valley Windworks. This is a dual ghost flying type, but it can learn very few flying type moves. Your use of it will therefore be mainly as a ghost type. Its move pool is not very interesting when it comes to moves learned through leveling up, where through TMs it can learn many different kinds of moves such as Psychic, Thunderbolt and Silverwind. All of these Pokémon, except Drifloon, can also be found on Route 205 before the Eterna Forest. Team Galactic has taken over the power plant and a grunt is guarding the entrance. He will lock himself inside the power plant and you need to get the other key from a pair of galactic grunts in the Floaroma Meadow. After the grunts have been defeated, you will obtain the works key and some honey from the man they were trying to rob. The honey can be put on the big yellow trees that you can find on some routes, and that will attract certain Pokemon to it. I will go over what Pokemon you can find in the honey trees later in the walkthrough. Inside the building you will need to battle a few galactic grunts in order to progress further into the building. At the back of the building is Commander Mars, and she will challenge you to a battle. Her first Pokemon is a Zubat. If you have a super effective move, it shouldn't be too difficult to take down this Pokemon, although Toxic can become a problem. Be sure to have your antidotes ready. I'm using Psyduck against Zubat because I want to conserve Staravia's strength for Mars's last Pokemon. Turtwig will act as backup if Psyduck fails to defeat Zubat. It's important to cure the poisoning from the Toxic as soon as possible. When Toxic has been used, the damage from the poisoning becomes greater with each turn. Purugly is a tough Pokemon to deal with, and that is why I'm using Staravia against it. The Intimidate should make Purugly a little less threatening. I will follow up with Double Team to avoid getting hit with Scratch, and making Purugly unable to make use of the same type attack bonus. Feint Attack will hit no matter how high Staravia's evasion stat is. Team Galactic will leave the Valley Windworks when Mars is defeated. Now the Drifloon will appear outside each Friday. The two galactic runs that were guarding the path towards the north are now gone, and we can head north on Route 205 towards the Eternal Forest.